The U.S. enacted a war upon Billie Holiday. How they attacked her not only because she was a black woman and they believed her to be a weak target, but because she talked about civil injustices as it related to black Americans. Hey Songbirds, welcome back to another episode of Chart Topper. I'm Trishana. Billie Holiday is one of my favorite performers. She's one of my favorites because I love jazz and I am enamored by the jazz age. Billie Holiday ushered into prominence on the heels of Mo Rainey and Bessie Smith. Her voice was one of the first to be recorded on the microphone, and in doing so, she felt so nervous about this new thing because she had become so accustomed to singing on stage aloud with no amplification. Billie Holiday did not write Strange Fruit. A Jewish New Yorker heard about the atrocities of lynching in the South, and he was so moved that he wrote a poem and published it in a newspaper. Billie Holiday performed it. This is what we know as Strange Fruit. The U.S. enacted a war on drugs and targeted Billie Holiday. During the jazz age, you had to have a license to perform in clubs. The U.S. banned Billie Holiday's license, labeling her an irresponsible performer, unable to function during her shows, unable to perform. This devastated Billie Holiday's financial security and her reputation amongst other artists. Billie Holiday's usage of drugs increased. When she did check herself in for treatment, a journalist from a newspaper interviewed her on her hospital bed. Billie Holiday's reputation was devastated. She died at the age of 44. Billie Holiday's legacy is not lost on us, in part to Strange Fruit and her stance on civil justice. When lynching wasn't being talked about in the American community, Billie Holiday brought it to the forefront in song. How powerful is that? Billie Holiday knew how to hold her own in a room full of men. Part of being on stage during the jazz age was riffing off one another. That was what was so special about jazz. You never knew what you were going to get night after night at a club. Musicians worked together and they created a song on spot, most times composing lyrics and melodies, arranging a full song right on the drop of a dime. That's what Billie Holiday did, most times being the only woman in the room. He echoes what black women are still fighting for today, in owning our power, in owning our grace, in owning our voices. Billie Holiday did this so eloquently way back then. I am very excited about the film coming out February 26th called The United States versus Billie Holiday. This is the version of the Billie Holiday story that I know. It's all about how the U.S. enacted a war upon Billie Holiday. How they attacked her not only because she was a black woman and they believed her to be a weak target, but because she talked about civil injustices as it related to black Americans. The film is directed by Lee Daniels and written by none other than Suzan-Lori Parks. Lee Daniels was the first black American producer to solely produce an Oscar-winning film. That was Monsters Ball, in which Halle Berry won the Oscar for Best Actress, a first for black American women. Suzan-Lori Parks is the first black American woman to win a Pulitzer Prize in drama. Andra Day stars as Billie Holiday. The film will stream on Hulu. If you're a Sprint user, you actually get free access to Hulu. I know because I'm a Sprint user. Check the description box below and I will provide a link where you should be able to go up and sign in for your free account. That way, on February 26th, you can stream the film for free. I'm assuming that if you're a T-Mobile user, you should also be able to do the same thing. Thanks so much for watching. Make sure you like and share this video. Subscribe and hit the notification bell so that you don't miss any videos. Comment below and tell me, are you watching The United States versus Billie Holiday? Again, it streams on Hulu February 26th. Until next time, sing your heart out.